Hey, Barbie. Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
You can find me under the lights, diamonds under my eyes.
This is the best day ever.
It is the best day ever. So is yesterday, and so is tomorrow, and every day from now until forever. Do you guys ever think about dying?
Hey, moviegoers. This is Antoine's Movie Reviews. No spoilers. And I welcome you here today. I know I don't have a lot of videos, so I'm not going to ask you to subscribe just yet. But hit the like button so more people can see this video. Today's movie that we are going to be looking at is going to be the Barbie movie. And I did a personal assessment of that movie on my main channel. So if you click up here, you can see it. And I'll show it later because obviously I want you to finish this video first. Now, I know there has been some movie reviews that say that this movie is trash and is bad and things like that or whatever. Okay. At first glance, yes, this movie does not look good for us men. But when you go in there with an open mind, this movie is actually pretty good. You know, it actually made me laugh quite a few times. I did not know Margaret Robbie can actually be funny because her as Harley Quinn, I did not think she was comical in any type of way. Yeah, she played that role well, but you know, I didn't really find nothing like ha ha ha. That's funny. But in this movie, she actually made me laugh quite a couple of times of the way that she reacted to some of the scenes in the movie. And of course, the cast around her, the way that they reacted to her. Everybody did a great job. So this video is going to be short because I'm trying to find the words of what more to say. Everybody knows that Barbie is inside her own little pocket dimension or universe. I'll say pocket dimension. And then for some reason, she decides to go to the real world. This is in the trailer, so you already know. Remember, I don't spoil the movie. And then, of course, she goes through certain things in her visit to Earth, basically. But in a way, her world and our world is like mirror opposites. Because over here, the men are mostly in charge, and over in her world, mostly the women are in charge. And in this movie, we both can learn from each other. So she kind of learns how maybe some things are not as good as it could be in Barbie Land. Of course, though, she has to come to terms with a issue that she's having with her boyfriend Ken, which technically that's not really her boyfriend, is more like her guy friend, because Ken is chasing her affections. Not going to tell you what's going to happen, but as this movie progresses and you get surprising laughs here and there, Will Ferrell is in this movie. You know, Tyler Today and Nights. Loved him in that movie. He was hilarious. Of course, though, he's getting up there in age. I'm surprised he was even able to run. But I'm going to give this movie a B plus because this movie surprised me of how they put it together. While it was like man stuff in there that probably some guys would probably say like, oh, here we go. It wasn't that bad. They threw a jab or two in, but they didn't keep hitting and hitting and hitting. And plus, if I think of the way that they was the direction that they was taking the movie, it was unavoidable to have certain things like that happen in the movie, because it's the same thing if we was having um a movie about like black people in America or something. I'm pretty sure 90% of those movies is always going to have something racial happen in the movie. The only thing I would say to directors, whenever you do show certain things with certain gender or certain race doing something, show the counter that not all of them is like that. Because even though um to those of us who are older, we're not going to really think too much of it, or either we're numb to it or something. But for young people coming up, they're going to think like, oh, it's always like that. And it's not always like that. So, and they explore certain things in there, such as like brainwashing and things like that. Um, Now, I believe in it in theory that the things that we constantly see on TV and news and media influence the way that we think. The same way me as a black person, they can think that all black people are criminals by what they show on TV. Is that a form of brainwashing? Yes, maybe it is to a degree. But then it's also partially true. Not that all of us are, but it is a segment of us that is. Unfortunately, they only show that segment. And because of that, we all get the moniker that we are all that same way. So I always suggest, kind of like with my other channel that I talk about relationships, I always try to show some of the good in the one that I'm talking about that's doing wrong. And also, I try to show some of the bad of the one that I'm defending. Like, I don't know. I think it's common sense, but I do think, I guess, it's profit from having people go against each other and be at each other's throats. So, long story short, if you are a guy, think about seeing this movie. If you have a daughter, take your daughter to go see it. If you have a girlfriend, that's you, and if you two get along, not if you two are arguing, because maybe this movie may not be good for you, but if you two are doing well, go see the movie. You'll be pleasantly surprised of how they did this movie. Now, of course, though, this movie is not for everybody, because this is not an action-packed movie. So if you're a guy that wants action-packed movie, this, I wouldn't even say this movie is a rom-com. It's not a romantic comedy. And actually, that's rare for women to do a movie that is not somewhat romance in it. And even if it's not romance, that they are just man bashing throughout the movie. So the thing is, though, they don't man bash throughout the movie, and it's not a romantic movie, but it is a comedy, and it is a experience, I will admit. So I gave this movie a B plus, and you should go see the movie, because I was probably, and I gave it a plus because I was surprised, very surprised, that it was entertaining. So that's it for now. See you on my next movie review. I might review Cobweb, even though I'm not even sure if it's still in the movies now. It's a horror movie. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day. Hit the like button going out. If you want, you can give me a subscribe, though. I think I only have like 12 subscribers, so help me get to 20. Thank you.